Hey everyone, it's Tyler, the Antenna Man. Recently I reviewed the new generation Tablo over-the-air DVR, which, like most DVRs, works with the legacy ATSC 1.0 over-the-air TV standard. Dozens of people commented on the video complaining about it not being ATSC 3.0 compatible, as if it's going to be obsolete in a matter of a few years. In this video, I'll bust some myths about the new over-the-air TV standard and explain why you should not complain if a TV or DVR does not have an ATSC 3.0 tuner. For those of you unfamiliar with the technical terms, ATSC 1.0 is a legacy over-the-air TV standard that's been used for the last 20 years and what most TV stations use to broadcast their channel free over-the-air. If you use an antenna to pick up local channels, chances are your TV is picking up an ATSC 1.0 signal. ATSC 3.0, also known as NextGen TV, is the next generation over-the-air TV standard that has some improvements, including better reception and picture quality, but comes with some trade-offs that I'll explain a bit later in this video. The first thing I want to explain right away before many of you close out this video is that we are still in the very early stages of ATSC 3.0. This is nothing like the digital transition that happened back in 2009. It's a voluntary TV standard with no mandate, and I repeat, no mandate from the FCC to shut down ATSC 1.0. The existing over-the-air TV standard we all use to get free local TV channels over the air will be around for at least another 10 years, if not longer. See my video in the description for more information. I understand that some of you want to be the first to purchase the latest and greatest technology, but ATSC 3.0 might not be it. Yes, the reception is better along with the picture quality, but broadcasters encrypting their stations with DRM is a major trade-off. Any TV, set-top box, or DVR manufacturer has to spend what I'm told is hundreds of thousands of dollars on certification costs to decode DRM encrypted channels. This price gets passed on to the consumer, which explains why most ATSC 3.0 enabled TVs, set-top boxes, and DVRs are nearly triple the cost of similar ATSC 1.0 units. The higher cost may not be a big deal to some of you. After all, new technology does tend to cost more, but here is another major issue with ATSC 3.0 that will limit how consumers like you can use a network-based tuner or a DVR. In order to decode ATSC 3.0 DRM encrypted channels, a streaming device needs to support both Google Widevine and Dolby AC4 audio. According to Nick of Silicon Dust, maker of the HD Home Run, only the On Google TV Pro and Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K currently meet these requirements. Roku, Apple TV, and most Android TV boxes do not. So if you use any of these streaming devices, a network-based ATSC 3.0 tuner or DVR will not work unless it's directly connected to the TV with an HDMI cable. Meanwhile, with ATSC 1.0, you can use any streaming device you wish as long as the DVR manufacturer developed an app for it. Look at all the devices that Tablo currently supports with ATSC 1.0. It's pretty much all of them out there. Make it ATSC 3.0 and this is what's left. In addition, DRM encryption gives broadcasters the ability to prevent a user from skipping past commercials on a recording, auto-delete the recordings, and even prevent the recording of a specific program entirely. When this issue arose, the A3SA, which is the coalition of broadcast groups responsible for the implementation of DRM encryption, made these rules. They include viewers must be allowed to decrypt and record these broadcasts even if they are using a less secure device that requires an internet connection. Viewers must be allowed to make an unlimited number of copies of these broadcasts. Such copies cannot have retention limits. And viewers must be allowed to use trick play features such as pause, rewind, fast forward, and ad skipping. While all these sound great, it should be noted that they only apply to broadcasts that are simulcast in the legacy ATSC 1.0 TV standard. In other words, if ATSC 1.0 is shut down, these rules no longer apply. Even if this wasn't the case, the A3SA is made up of mostly broadcasters and can change these rules at any time. Unless there's an FCC rule or congressional law, these rules are not set in stone. After all, NBC used broadcast flags to prevent the recording of American Gladiator back in 2008, and coincidentally, NBC Universal is a licensee of the A3SA. History might be repeating itself. Let's say that none of what I just said applies, that broadcasters will do the right thing and only use DRM encryption to prevent piracy as they've been saying. Adding an ATSC 3.0 tuner in a device still significantly increases the cost to the point that it might not be affordable for a lot of people. Anyone who demands that a DVR set-top box be ATSC 3.0 is basically asking that the price double or triple, and that they are okay with DRM encryption on over-the-air TV broadcasts, which at the very least will limit what devices can be used with a network-based DVR, and in the worst case, might put local channels or certain content like live sporting events behind a paywall, so be careful what you wish for. I said a lot in this video, including a few technical terms that might have gone over some of your heads. All you need to know is that we are in the very early stages of ATSC 3.0 and that ATSC 1.0 is not going anywhere anytime soon. Please do not complain that a DVR I review is not ATSC 3.0. It does not need to be. In my opinion, the only reason for anyone to consider an ATSC 3.0 tuner or DVR at this time is if they already maximize their antenna setup and are still not able to pick up all local channels reliably. Otherwise, ATSC 1.0 works fine. The picture quality is great. There are many affordable DVR options starting at just $25, and you can access your local channels on virtually any device, both inside and outside of your house, with the appropriate network tuner. If your antenna picks up all local channels fine most of the time, don't worry about ATSC 3.0. Now, some channels are problematic at times. Money is probably better spent improving your antenna setup as opposed to purchasing an ATSC 3.0 tuner, as your antenna is the most important factor when it comes to picking up all local channels reliably. Consider signing up for my antenna recommendation service on my website, antennamanpa.com. I run a reception report at your exact location, take a look at the frequencies, signal strength, and even tree coverage to determine the best antenna for you based on my experience testing out over 100 antenna models and actually installing them in 4 different TV markets. Thanks so much for watching this video, and rest assured that I do still plan to review ATSC 3.0 enabled devices as they come on the market. I just wanted to make this video to kind of stop some of the misinformation that's spreading about ATSC 1.0 shutting down, and to make it clear that we are in the very early stages of ATSC 3.0 and that any ATSC 1.0 tuner or DVR is not going to be obsolete anytime soon. It will be good for a very long time because ATSC 1.0 is not going anywhere anytime soon. An additional thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon or is a member of my YouTube channel. If my videos helped you cut the cord or just keep you in the know of what's going on with free over-the-air TV and you would like to help support them while gaining exclusive perks, visit patreon.com/antennaman, click the join button in this video, and you can also click the thanks button. Be sure to like my Facebook page at facebook.com/antennamanpa or sign up to my email list linked in the description below. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more cord cutting and antenna related videos, and have an awesome day.